It's about to go down. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legend Morning Show is back. Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Shawn, that's me. Jay Black, Sexy Mo, C-Chung, and celebrity guests that you get nowhere else. That's right, but here on Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. Go to our YouTube page, Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends, and check the exclusive situation all the way out. Or catch it live. Get your comments on Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends are back.
Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap, tap, tap.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have made it to another Friday. Boy. You already know what it is. Welcome, everybody. Takeover Legend community. I see you in the building. I see you got the comments ready. I see you on deck. But you know it's time for... Oh, yes, indeed. That's what the over 30. That's what the over 30 for the young folks. For the young folks.
If you see me and you trying to see what's up, he wanna fuck with me, then I'ma have him stuck.
All right, over 40. All right, you 20-year-olds still in them streets, staying out till 4 o'clock in the morning, going to work at 6 a.m. in the morning.
If you see me and you trying to see what's up, he wanna fuck with me, then I'ma have him stuck.
Over 50 taking naps in the middle of the day, you know. All my young kids going to work smelling like weed. This is for you.
If you see me and you trying to see what's up, he wanna fuck with me, then I'ma have him stuck.
50-year-olds wearing Skechers.
Not the slide on Skechers.
All my young people hooked on opioids. Let's go.
If you see me and you trying to see what's up, he wanna fuck with me, then I'ma have him stuck.
All my 50-year-olds thinking they doing something by doing a little bit of edibles. All my young folks not using condoms and just using the pull-out method.
If you see me and you trying to see what's up, he wanna fuck with me, then I'ma have him stuck.
All my 50-year-olds who don't use condoms because all the chicks you messing with have gone through menopause.
And premenopause. They got premenopause out there.
Premenopause and all that good stuff. And you gonna roll the dice. I don't care if I catch something, but you can't get pregnant.
Oh, God.
Oh, there's so much stressfulness.
I saw Jeanette. I saw Ashley. I saw Miss Parker. I saw Afro Queen, TP. Who did I miss? Good morning, everybody. Who's this? Rodriguez.
What up? What's going on, Miss Man? Wait a second. Everybody say what's up to Miss Rodriguez / Spencer. Everybody, I need a good morning.
L-U-Z, good morning.
Wow, what's good?
When your name that long, you just got to break it down. Which is L-U-Z.
I see Rodriguez. I see I got a fellow Hispanic in here. I see everybody say good morning, morning. Oh man, wait a second. Welcome. I need everybody to say good morning. I need everybody, and it's coming from Facebook, so Facebook's not acting up right now.
That's shaky. Facebook be shaky.
Facebook be wilding. Facebook be wilding. I need the good mornings. Everybody get the good mornings. Everybody, come on, R.G. Parker. Mike wilding this morning. Yes, I is, and I did say is.
What in the world exactly?
Let's get it today. I got so much trouble on my mind. Refuse to lose. Get your ticket. Can the drummer get wicked? I'm telling you right now, we got a whole bunch of serious stuff. Before we do that, man.
Morning, Rashida. She's up.
Rashida, what up? Good morning, mama. Wake up, it's Friday. I don't give a damn what's going on. Wake up, enjoy yourself. Everybody smile. Everybody get it together. Some of y'all is payday. Some of y'all that direct deposit went in at midnight on Thursday. You know what it is. You got 1 day of reckless spending, just 1 day. You got a budget. You got to budget the rest of the 2 weeks to make it for the next check. Make sure you make it worth your while. Make sure it's a Saturday. Make sure it's something that you really want to buy. Listen, if you want to get on Amazon and start clicking, understand it's 1 day. 1 day and 1 day only. Jay Black, how was your night last night?
Night was good. I missed my free slushy from 7-Eleven, but it's all good. I catch you next year. Everything else was all good. Good.
Me and my 30,000 points at 7-Eleven. Who gives a damn about a free slushy? 30,000 points at 7-Eleven. I walk in there. I'm not paying for this coffee. Scan my shit. Redeem. I am DJ Redeem at 7-Eleven. I am DJ Redeem at Royal Farms. I'm DJ Redeem at Wawa. Go in there, run these points, son. I'm telling y'all, use your points. You want to use your points. Use all your points for everything. Every place has points, man. Primo's got points. So your night was good last night.
My night was good. Yeah. I watched the SBs, a little bit of the SBs. I watched Joey B. That was it. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, I watched Joey B yesterday. He hung in there. He held it down. He gave points. He gave everything. He tried to let y'all know I know what I'm doing. My delivery may be slower. In America, let me tell y'all something. When a man says, I just have to pace myself, men been saying that their entire lives. You can be in your 20s during sex. You better pace yourself. You with the right one, you better pace yourself. Pacing is good. They're talking about, you want to start. Now, he said, yeah, we can start the press conference or we can start the debate at 8 o'clock or whatever instead of 9 o'clock. Everybody be out by 10. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? It's not a nightclub, y'all. I respected the fact that he went up there. I understand. Yes, he made another fumble. We're going to have to deal with the fumbles, man. We're just going to deal with the fumbles. Tiki Barber with the Giants back in the day. You got to deal with the fumbles, man. You got to deal with the fumbles until you correct it. But I got a whole bunch of evidence here that it's an inside job with CNN, y'all. It's an inside job with CNN. I got a whole bunch of evidence right here to let you know it's an inside job. I'm truly convinced this is an inside job. I got clips of Congress talking about Epstein and Trump. I got clips of Trump blatantly admitting that he knew all about Project 2025 in a speech he was doing. Blatantly said they're doing great things and they're putting out the agenda. I got it right here. It's not AI. I got it right here.
If Mike got it, everybody else should have it. But they don't want to talk about it.
I got the Congress. I got them. They want the smoke. Nobody wants to talk about the inside job, the double agent called CNN. Nobody wants to talk about MSNBC hitting an all-time low in their ratings. So guess who they going to want back in office?
The fear, because the world is fearful when that man is in office.
Even though your ratings have hit the bottom, MSNBC continues with the same topic, replacing Joe Biden. Y'all don't care that your ratings have tanked out. Y'all don't care. This ain't a conspiracy anymore. Y'all doing this in people's faces. What is that mother Anderson Cooper? Let me tell you something, Anderson Cooper. I've had it with your ass. Anderson Cooper for CNN. Let me just get this for you. Anderson, listen.
Fuck up. Shut all the way the fuck up until you reach the top of Shut Fuck Mountain where there are no more fuck ups to
everybody on CNN.
Fuck up. Shut all the way the fuck up until you reach the top of Shut Fuck
Black,
Mountain
white, I don't care what race you are. All y'all hosts.
Shut all the way the fuck up until you reach the top of Shut Fuck Mountain where there are no more.
Your topic coordinators, your bookers, your guests, your bookers, everybody.
Fuck up. Shut all the way the fuck up until you reach the top of Shut Fuck Mountain where there are no more.
People, let me tell y'all something. When it comes to this, we are on our own. We are on our own. You know where we're getting our information from? TikTok, because CNN can't handle giving us the real information. Yeah. CNN will not give us the real story. They won't. They will give us the propaganda. That's what they'll give us. You're a bunch of liars, and you're in on this.
Yeah. I like
24 hours a day.
Stuck on the same topic. Stuck on same against your same. Yeah. Yeah.
This man literally is a felon we know. Has been convicted of a sexual assault. Has paid out millions, hundreds of millions of dollars right now. He's got to pay out in lawsuits. He admitted grabbing women by the vagina. And not once has CNN ever asked him to step out the race or drop out the race. Not once. If this was Fox, this would be a 24-hour onslaught on this is what he did. 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 And y'all, Benedict Arnolds, are sitting there over and over. Do you think he's qualified? Do you think mentally he can handle the presidency? We know the other dude can't. So why can't you point that out?
What up, Shelly?
Y'all are absolutely amazing in the treachery that you are taking part in. You think I'm playing with Congress? Here's a little clip with Congress.
Because the gentle lady from Georgia, I know is such an advocate for women's rights, as she mentioned, and is so concerned about grooming, and apparently we don't have any standards here anymore. Again, I just want to remind my colleagues, because, you know, I don't want them to forget about hypocrisy, okay? I don't want them to forget about hypocrisy. But, you know, Donald Trump was asked about Jeffrey Epstein. And when he was asked, he said, you know, Jeffrey likes him young. Well, how did the president know that? How did he know that Jeffrey Epstein likes him young? Perhaps some people are saying he was there since you're so concerned, right? But again,
Brilliant of Moskowitz to do this again. This is the sort of thing.
This is what's going on. This is not TMZ reporting this. This is not Shade Room reporting this. This is not Michael Shawn reporting this. This is not Jonesy in the Morning reporting this. This is not Vlad TV. This is the Congress. So CNN, obviously you got the plug there. You know everything that goes on in there. You got correspondents that stay there 24 hours a day who just stand outside waiting to see what happened. But you won't put that on?
Don't nobody care like that, Mike. Believe it or not, as you say, the lie is better than the truth. People they over Trump. They over the whole thing. What's going to happen is going to happen. I don't know.
And I see some views going down. I don't care if you get upset if the views go down. I see a few people clicked off. Click off. Get the clicking.
They ready to move on. What up, Coke? They ready to move on. They want to talk about the ratchet stuff.
That's the whole problem.
We want to hear about what happened with Megan Good. We want to know what happened at the ESPYs. We want to. That's what we want to talk about. I know Kamari coming up too a little later on this morning.
Kamari gonna come up. So I'll make it fun for you. But this is your problem. You want to run from something that's going to be here, and then when it's here, you'll be all the outrage. You'll be all the outrage, and everybody will be upset. They want to mess with civil rights. They want to mess. They want to mess with everything.
Mike's trying to get a knock at his door.
Y'all got to be kidding me. You know what, Cole? If we don't do something, there's going to be a knock at the door anyway. There's going to be a knock at the door anyway. They got plans to make kids in public school. One left. They got plans in this Project 25 to make kids that go to public school have to automatically register for apply for the military, but not private school students, because the public schools are funded by the government. So they think these kids should have to actually enlist in the military.
I should say, continue exposing the truth, Mike. No lies detected. And
I want to thank young people.
Well, their lies.
I want to thank young people, because we do a lot of we say a lot of stuff about young people. We say young people are or this and that. Let me find this young man. Let me find so I can apologize to him. Let me find out.
Oh, you were wrong about something? Oh, let me hear this.
Yeah, I don't do what you do.
Let me hear. Let me hear. I like the accountability.
Where is this? Where is it at? Where is it at? Project here. Thank you, young man. This young man right here. We talk about, oh, they're just ratchet, they're soft, they're this and they're that. And then they come up like this. And
someone encouraged me to read Project 2025, Chapter 3, page 72, and now I'm encouraging you to do the same. They are attacking civil rights. They are undermining the Civil Rights Act. If you are a person of color who is thinking about supporting Project 2025 and or voting in support of Project 2025, I want you to understand that you are voting against yourself. You are voting against your own best interests. You are voting for your demise. And you are quite literally voting your rights away. Someone encouraged me to read Project 2025.
Man, let me give a round of applause to that young man. They say YouTube is acting funny now. Okay. We on Facebook.
Is Mike talking the Epstein and the Trump and the CNN on the take and the conspiracy theory? They listening, Mike. Didn't you get on punishment last time on YouTube? Didn't you get your little
there's all types of punishments that are coming out. What you want? The young man? Tell me exactly what you want me to send it to you, and I'll send it to you. I'll DM it. Come on, young. That's what I'm talking about. Applaud that young man right there. We all our generation does is shit on these young people. That's all we do. That's all we do. We all forget the ratchetness we were involved in, but yet we got young people like this stepping up and doing the research. Applaud him. Everything wants to be censored out here. We don't even know who the hell Facebook. Who is the committee on Facebook that decides? Who is the committee on YouTube that decides?
AI.
We'll get to the stupid ass Megan Good and Jonathan Majors and the hug that Michael Early gave her. It ain't none of my business, but we'll joke about it. We'll joke about it. We'll joke about all that. They all talking to these platforms can't keep up
with the fact check.
With the fact checks. All you got to do is put a picture. If CNN, you want your rate, just put the picture of Jeffrey Epstein and Donald Trump together. Just put it up. Don't say nothing. Just put it up. Put up the picture of him in the airplane. Just put it up.
They like him young. Trump said Epstein was like Drake, huh? He like him young.
Like him young. Let me see. Let's do something funny. Because I know Financial Rebel is going to be Kamari is going to be on here. Let's see. Do I have it? Oh, and I got some sad news that I got to stand up for somebody because he's my friend. So where did I put that? Let's see what this lies detector is. Let me check this lies detector. Let me check this lies. This man came up here and he said, "Nah, I'm not playing with y'all. Y'all know the rules of lies detected. If no lies are detected, you put no lies detected. If you feel some lies are detected, then state the lies. Damn it, this man got beef. He got beef."
And texted me good morning the next day. Nah, we ain't doing that. Hell no. Take me off your roster. I ain't no bench player. Starter only. Disappearing at night.
That's how it starts. Disappearing at night and texting me in the morning. Good morning. Now, I'm shocked that a man actually went on here and said that. But I want to know, any lies detected, do y'all accept a good morning when a man, you couldn't contact him all night long? You ain't getting no response from that text. What you doing? You good? 7 in the morning, you get a text, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, love.
Ladies, tell me how you respond to that. Fellas, tell me how you respond. First of all, if you ain't answering my phone calls and we together, and I'm don't tell me you fell asleep. I started calling you at 5 in the evening. And you out and about.
See, it was different when you first played the male saying it, because they was going to have a different response. But now that you flipped it so fast to ladies, how would you handle that? I don't know if you're going to get, because they're not going to acknowledge that. They look at it different. The double standard is real.
You're not a relationship over. You don't answer my phone calls all night long.
And
all night long.
you ain't got no Life 360. You ain't got locations. You ain't got no trackers on the car to be like you ain't got nothing going on.
No, I thought I could trust you. I thought we had a, when you call, if I don't answer the phone, I hit you with a text. No lies detected. Finally, a man gets it done to them. Don't try and pivot and stuff. Finally, a man gets it done to them. Y'all been doing that shit. I was out with my girls. I didn't hear my phone. It was in my pocketbook. If I hit one more time, my phone was in my pocketbook. My phone. Every time I'm with you, that phone be in your hand. But the one time I'm not with you, my phone was in my pocketbook.
My bag. I ain't even hear it.
I couldn't hear it. Why you tripping? Why? No, I'm not tripping. I just wanted to let you know you never gonna talk to me again. I just wanted I wanted to give you heads up.
What up, Super?
What up, DJ Super? Trust me, I'm not gonna be this dude. You are not gonna catch me making a video like this. You're not gonna catch
and texted me good morning the next day. Nah, we ain't doing that. Hell no. Take me off your roster. I ain't no bench player. Starter only. Disappearing at night.
Let me tell you something. The fact that he knew he ain't on the roster, you got low self-esteem just on the fact that you put yourself in the roster. I'm a solo artist. Ain't nobody on this roster. I'm a tennis player. I'm a golf player. I don't have no teammates. This ain't the Lakers. These ain't the Sixers or the Knicks. I'm a boxer. I'm by myself. The wolf told the sheep if they vote for him, he'll stop eating meat. Facts on facts. I got more lies detected. Oh, what we got? Somebody email what I got a text message of. What comment just said
no. That was Sexy Motion.
Okay. Blocked. Yes, Jeanette, I'm blocking asses. You're blocked.
Nah, you blocked. You went there again. You ain't gonna block.
No, you're blocked. You're blocked. Unless you're in an emergency room and I gotta come visit. And I need to you gotta put me on the list or something so I can come visit you, sit by your bedside. Don't be having me calling you all night long. Now, I'm not talking about if I call you 11 o'clock at night, you could be asleep. You could be asleep. That's happened. I've fallen asleep. And shit like that. I've fallen asleep. But I'm not part of this roster. I'm not part of the roster. Let's see. You want to get into that Jonathan Majors nonsense with Megan Good and all that?
Yeah. Well, because it's so many layers to it. Obviously, there was the hug that Jonathan Majors, Megan Good was at an event. Michael Ealy came up and a lot of the clip that's going around is looking like he just didn't even acknowledge that grown man and only went and hugged this lady. However, there's another piece of showing that he may have hugged them first, said what up to the guy first. But it's so many layers to this, from Megan's face to picking up another man's lady, hugging in the air. It's so much disrespect going on. So let's just play it, and then you could just watch each time. Watch his face. What's up, baby? How you doing? Good to see you, man. Everything good? How you doing, Mike? Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. I want to do this? Yeah, real quick. This is fire. Love this. Love it. Dion would love this. Absolutely. I'm on. Now, is that the uncomfortable face? Is that the uncomfortable face when somebody does something disrespectful?
I'll tell you what it is. It's the reason why Michael Ealy has just put more smoke on light-skinned dude's name again. This is why people don't like light-skinned motherfuckers like me. This is why. You know they together. But you want to be Mr. Joe Familiar because you've known her for a while. And Megan, you ain't shit either.
Yeah, look, her face. She know it. She know what's uncomfortable. She looking at John like, my bad. It was him. Like, if you keep watching just her face, it's disrespect. I know. It's okay. She hit him with it. It's okay. Like, come on, take this picture.
And you know what's the worst part about it? He will beat his ass in real life, but he can't because he knows the public perception. He can't say nothing.
He looks. So his facial expression is real, dude.
Dog, what you picking? This is the whole thing with you dudes out here
picking up shits. They said he's like Usher hugging Alicia Keys in the back. It's
like Jay Black hugging Alicia Keys. It's like when Jay Black hugged Alicia Keys.
Shut up.
I wish I had that video on video.
Insecurity in the chat. Have you ever hugged somebody else's girl and lift up in the air? Unless you was smashed, right?
So it don't make no sense. Look, she gave him the look in his face like, oh shit. Oh shit.
He might beat me like he did that white girl.
This motherfucker sitting there going like, I should beat the fuck out of you, dog. You ain't see Creed.
She's uncomfortable too. I don't know, Mike.
He's out of pocket. Now understand, you can let this simmer or you can let this go. Fellas, you let it go. You just have to tell her, you know that was a lot, right? But I'm gonna let that go. You know that's a lot. This is what I've learned. You have to address it. It's giving scenes from a new Tyler Perry movie. Absolutely, Shelly.
I gotta watch the new movie, The Divorce Joint, on Prime. I think it's Prime. Mm-hmm.
She should have shut it down. All she had to do was give him, hey, how's everything? And lean her body back. Mike ain't see her in a while.
So that you justifying it? That's what we doing?
But at the end of the day, don't let this mess up the relationship. You address it. You address it. You know the steez. She couldn't have pushed him away because that would have attracted something. The Tyler Perry movie she's in came out yesterday. But you can't let this ruin the whole night. You gotta address. You know that was a bit much, right? Okay. You know I could fuck him up, right? But I'm not because you know my situation. But you know he doing that in a disrespectful way on purpose.
But Michael Ealy ain't in that movie.
Yeah, he ain't in the movie.
He wasn't. That wasn't a release.
What was the last movie they were in together? What was it? What was the Kevin Hart movie when the dude was getting married?
Like a Man?
Well, he was the best man, and he was the best man, and I think that was the last movie they were in together. The church hug was in order, absolutely. And if Michael Ealy catches some feelings, so be it. You cannot acknowledge the people that are with your folks, whether it's male or females, with them. It's common courtesy to say hello. That's just how I was brought. No, you say hello. You absolutely say hello.
There was another clip. I can say that where you could see that he did acknowledge Jonathan a little bit on the side and then gripped up Megan how he did. But I don't think you picking up another man's lady like that is that's too much.
It's just Joe Familiar. Y'all cats be out here too. Y'all stay out here. Y'all stay out here trying to infringe on boundaries. Boundaries matter, Michael Ealy. Boundaries matter. Who the hell do you think you are?
Jeanette said he just got back. He ain't trying to have no problem. You know, he was just in the media a lot, Jonathan Major.
He don't want no problem.
He don't want no smoke. So he's going to get messed up. He's going to just look awkward. Megan looking at him like, I'm sorry, babe. I'm sorry, babe. I didn't know he was going to do this. I didn't know. Come on, let's take this picture. I know.
All he want to do is punch Michael Ealy in the face. That's all he wants to do right now.
This nigga my girl.
This motherfucker.
Got this goofy look.
I should smash this motherfucker face in right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna look away. I'm just gonna look away.
Let me just breathe. Let me just breathe.
Act like I'm wiping my nose. Ain't no snot. Where was he wiping?
Look how long it takes him to be able to gather up the smile. Look. Here comes. It's coming. Beat this dude's ass.
Look, he wiped snot though. That wasn't there. That's what made me just laugh.
Let me zip this bag up. Let me put this away. I wonder if there's any way I can see this dude in private. Somewhere. I wonder if he just walks to the bathroom. If I follow him, you think there's cameras in the bathroom? Ain't it illegal to be? I don't think it's against the law to have cameras in the bathroom. Yeah. I just wait till he goes to the bathroom. I say, if you ever pick my girl up again, if you ever pick my girl, I'm gonna slice you in two. I'm gonna slice you. Yeah. This bitch, you ain't see Creed. You ain't see me in the Marvel movie. You ain't see her. You ain't see what I. Okay, all right. Yeah, don't touch me, bitch. Don't touch me. Don't even touch me. No, don't touch me. Look, she's like, all right. I fucked up. Oh shit, this is all bad. Now. This is gonna be a bad night.
Oh God. Your commentary.
This is gonna be bad.
She's gonna get it back.
Because you do know, if he interrupts that hug, he's the bad guy. If he interrupts this, the scene is caused. And everybody goes back to his past situation. And even though he was innocent, he's going to be found guilty. It's stuff light skins do to compensate for having Paul. No, y'all do it too. I done seen it. I done been a part of it. But this does go back to the perception of light skinned in this. You done made it more tough now. This is why I try and be as polite, as politically correct. My hug, if there is a hug, I wait for you, that woman, to, oh, you want a hug? Well, get this shoulder. Come hold this shoulder real quick. He pressed his lips together too. That was all of them bad words that he wanted to say. I would fuck this motherfucker up.
Because he done forgot. He know. Not to press his lips together. Yeah,
look, right there. Oh my God. Do you know the fire that's in his chest right now, dog? Do you know the fire that's in his chest right now? But we're playing, right? But we're not playing. We're talking. But let me give y'all advice on this. It happened for us. It happened for maybe a second, maybe 2 seconds. Guys, I've learned this. If you let this fester, the explosion will happen. You got to let this go. I'm telling you, you know that was a bit much, right? I don't want to have to fuck your man up. You know it's a bit much. So I'm breathing. I'm going to let that go. But you best believe when one of my female friends comes up to me, I'm grinding on the bitch. Do you hear me?
Grind with me.
I might turn her around and bend her over in front of me.
So, hey,
baby,
how you been?
Boo, how you been, boo? I'm gonna kiss her on the cheek near her mouth. Like I'm gonna kiss her on the cheek near her mouth. Coco, shut the fuck up. Y'all dark-skinned dudes be ignorant as fuck. Y'all be ignorant as fuck. You can't walk by a group of dark-skinned dudes with your girl. See what you could have? Tell him, Jeff.
I'm trying to let him just have his moment. But
y'all be ignorant as I've been with y'all in y'all groups when a chick walks by with the man. Shorty, yo, shorty, do the hug from the back. But I'm doing a hug from the back. I'm gonna act like there's music on. What up? How you been? How you been? Oh,
disrespectful.
How your kids doing? How your kids doing? Oh, show me pictures. She put the phone. She just hold up in the back. Oh, they got so big. I'm going all.
But you said Megan couldn't stop that though. That's interesting.
No, once it jumped in, because at that point, what you gonna do? She went for the hug. Oh my God. She had no idea that when he picked her up, I know her heart dropped to her ankles. They're like right here. She's like, oh my God, that's so crazy. I can't believe I. Oh, Jesus.
And then let me see how you doing.
She said sorry without saying sorry.
Within her eyes.
She said sorry.
She said sorry to dude.
I've had a woman look at me like that before. I've been in this situation. I've been in this exact situation.
That's funny.
She
said sorry with her eyes.
And then the hold right there. The hold was that. If he would have just picked her up and put her down, but it was the hold. Look,
that's like, the sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, that was the sorry.
I'm sorry. This motherfucker be extra. My get back is always wicked. I'll do your cousin. Don't play with me. Don't play with. This is the old Mike. That was the old Mike. Play me crazy and see if your cousin don't be dating me. If there was a problem, before, then I'd be mad at the hug. But if it was all cool, I wouldn't look more into the hug. Not at this age. A younger man would have interrupted the hug. Yeah, you can't interrupt. That's what I'm saying. You got to let it go. No man wants that woman to be hugged like that by another man.
Especially if they was together prior.
I don't care if it's Obama. I have a problem with anybody. But you can't let it ruin the night. You got to be like, all right. But you do got to whisper in the ear. You know I should fuck him up for that, right? Mm-hmm. But I'm going to let that go. All right.
I'm trying to be a new person. Turning to different.
And women, don't do this. It wasn't nothing. Because now the night can be.
Don't justify it. Oh, no.
He ain't mean nothing by it. Okay, now the night is over. Now I got to get real quiet and not talk to you.
Stacey said, "I done smashed out before."
What are we doing here?
I remember, yeah, and Megan is an industry chick, from what I was told from an industry person. And I remember, Mike, that night, it was a legendary night with Gabby. It was several actresses, and I got to dance with Megan on the floor, and the dude was like, "Dude, you know this person and that person. She's been ran through." I was like, "Oh, okay."
And I would have been like, "So?" I'm about to put my track shoes on, son. So?
I'm next.
Somebody shoot the gun off. Pow, it's a race. Shut up. Don't tell me, oh, you know, you ran. You just mad because I'm dancing with her. Shut your ass up. Did I do that?
That's what I was with.
I know. They're giving you advice. You see who he married?
Well, yeah, he did go.
You see that bricklayer face he married?
He's like, I'm blind.
She got money.
I said what Mike said. I said, so can I be? Yeah, I did.
I love you haters that be on the side. Yo, you know she just with you because you're on the radio. So I know. And what? So? It's all part of the game. I play my position. She play her position.
We did used to say that all the time.
Yeah,
yo,
so
you know
what?
she only messing with you because you.
So? What you think? I'm trying to walk down the aisle? What are you talking about?
You think she only messing with you because them strippers only messing with you, Mike, because you're on the radio.
Yeah. And guess what? Guess why they not messing with you? Because you're not on the radio. So it's all good. It's unfair on both sides. It's unfair on both sides.
Always say that. So.
What are you talking about? You got to keep your eye on the prize. See, some of y'all be getting distracted. You got to keep your eye on the prize. You got to stay focused on what your intentions are. Did you see me at the bar? Did you see that was the 5th double shot? Do you think I care about the intentions? The intentions and why she's attracted to me? What Drake say had me shake the ninja's hand and y'all was effing or something like that. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. You know the rules here in Takeover Legend Land. If I'm walking with you and we're in a committed relationship, somebody walk in that smash, you better give me the heads up. You better give me the bat signal.
ASAP.
Mike, I used to mess with him. Thank you, boo. Good. Now I got to grab your hand a little tighter. Move over here, girl. Because, you know, he ain't going to Michael Ealy you. Not today. No, we not.
He going to come over and yo.
No, yo, my ass. Just get right behind me, bitch. Just get right behind me. Yo, what's good?
What up, player?
What's good? You good?
I just say what up to
No, she said, yeah, she just heard you. She heard what you said. She say what up. Say what up. What up? Yeah. Mike possessor. Fucking right. Not with you animals out here. Not with you predators out here. Y'all be out here. Y'all be trying to get a phone number when I go to the bathroom. That's why you got to watch out who you wife up in public. She told us one chick. I was like, what? I said, girl, you can't have sex with everybody. Like, they know you gotta, like, what are you doing? But anyway, I listen, women, I don't know how you would have handled that. I don't know if you have any advice to Megan Good, how she should have handled that, you tell me. I think she had to keep a distance and she should have leaned in. And he would have been like, oh, she acting funny, like she don't know nobody. So what? Yep. You don't let the ops have something over you. Main John, never ever. Thank you. Applaud that woman right there. She knows what it is. Give that round of applause. She knows what that is. And I'm gonna do you the same favor in return, because I know these women are treacherous out here too. I'm gonna let you know, y'all. Yeah, inappropriate actions I had with her. Yes, inappropriate actions. On the right, inappropriate actions. Like, inappropriate actions with her. I'm the opposite of Bill Clinton. I did have sexual relations with her. Right there. She's standing there. She got the red on. Right there. Yeah. She gained a little weight. She wasn't that big when I hit. Gained a little weight. You hit that? Because y'all always want to kill. Y'all always want to rip apart the person. You was like, I'm mad. I'm letting you hit. That was your that was what you into? That was yours into. That was it. But when y'all see one that we used to hit that is still a banger, that's still a club banger, that's when y'all be like, oh, okay. That's all y'all say. Oh, okay. Hoe ass and them hoes. No, you can admit she bad as fuck. Don't worry about it, girl. Don't worry about it. All right. What time is Financial Rebel getting on?
He should be great pop on actually right now. What time is it?
Let's see if I got another.
No lies detected.
Let's see what we got. I have one. I have one. I'll put this up there. It's not a lies detected, but Jay Black is adamant about this. He's adamant. So I gotta give him his big up. All right. A black man got a job interview after he changed the name on his resume. Now he's suing for discrimination.
Facts.
Talk about the bullshit.
Talk about it. I talked about it before.
So you got them names that are like gender. They can be a guy or a girl. Now you got to name your kids a name that could be black or white. And Jamal ain't one of them.
That ain't it. You laughing? That was real serious. I wanted a junior my whole life, people. My whole life. You couldn't have told me when I get older, I'm gonna have me a son, and he's gonna be a junior. He carrying a legacy. I wanted it, and then I realized when that moment came, I can't do that to him because those applications are going to say Jamal.
I still
and I don't
want him the name.
No, I don't want him going through that. He can't.
I still would have given him the name because you're setting him up that he's going to deal with those circumstances, obviously, but you're going to make sure that he has qualifications that he's going to be able to override that. He's going to be able to
have qualifications that's suing right now and has a legit case. I looked into that story too. I'm funny that you saw that. Yes, he has a legit case. And
that's what I'm saying. He has the intellect to know how to deal with it. So he's not going to not name himself. He's not going to not give people the name, but he set somebody up and set the precedent there. So that's what I'm saying. You would have equipped your son. You will equip your son with the tools it takes to deal with that.
Why what it is. Even go through it if you know?
Like my dad didn't
self through that.
My dad didn't name me Miguel.
Because of that reason?
Yeah, he didn't name him Miguel. He said, I'm gonna name Michael, which is like the English version, the American version of Miguel. But still, my government is Michael. It's not Miguel. Yeah, some people think of what when naming their children. Well, what the hell? How'd Obama get over it? Because that's damn sure.
No, that's old school. No, I'm talking about nowadays. You want to try to. You want that
what
more.
You act like he became president in the 60s.
You know what I'm saying? You got to consider the name we give our kids for that reason. When they pull out them resumes, boom, it's real deal. Same qualifications are all there, but
the fact of the matter is, you're still gonna have to go.
You're black. You got a lesser. You had a disadvantage from the rip, and that's what you want to try to avoid.
You're still gonna meet the same pushback when you get to the interview.
Well, at least I got the interview. At least my sparkling personality may shine through enough that can curve that. But if I can't even get the interview, I'm at a bigger disadvantage. It's real deal. This is real life. And like I said, this dude got a legit case. It's gonna be tough to prove this though, but he has an argument.
It probably is gonna be as simple as he put in 2 applications with the same qualifications, and the second one he just changed his name.
No, he's been doing it for months though, Mike. He's been doing it for months trying to get in, and then as soon as he just put a different
name. That's what I'm saying. If he just put a different name and he kept all the qualifications the same, them dummies in human resource don't be checking everything. They probably just read the same thing. He probably put the same qualifications and just changed the name. He gonna win this. And what was that? Pierce Parker. Yeah, he getting that's a good one. Pierce Parker sounds like somebody from London. At least your last name is good. I don't know what to say about my government. They won't know till they meet him. Yeah, they won't know. Pierce Parker, they're looking for somebody with a blazer on, with a vest and a tie, and he coming in right. I didn't even think about the naming my son Malika. Did I say that right? Yeah, they know, Stacey. They know after reading that, they know. It'd be AI reading them resumes.
Maybe nowadays. No, not really.
The job I work at, trust me, ain't no AI. Ain't no AI my job. The cute folks don't know what to expect when they see my name, and are still confused when I show up.
Yeah, I mean Kiana with a Q.
No, I think you're black.
You think Q-U-I-A-N-A? Q-U-I-A-N-A.
Her name is. Kiana. Say her name again.
Kiana, but it's spelled Q-U. But you see Q-U-I-A-N-A.
Once you see that, you know you black.
Yeah.
Once I see Q's and U's and you black. don't know. I don't know what job you was applying for. Damn, I wanted to have. I'll be trying to download so much stuff. Didn't care. I had so much. I watched so much shit. I'm trying to see. I didn't have the Drake thing. I wanted that. Damn. Congress, lies detected. All right, I'll play this. Here's the clip of Trump knowing exactly. You got something else, Jay, before? Because I wanted to save this.
No, I just saw that. No. Facts, man. Last name Barksdale.
Barksdale. Oh, they think it's an interracial couple you came from. The first name and Bart, and then Barksdale. Wow. If your name was like Sarah, they'd definitely be confused. Sarah Barksdale. Her name is black as they come. Yeah.
You all accused?
You expect her coming in with like an NAACP t-shirt on. The rumor around the office like, yo, we about to interview Rosa Parks, yo. Why you say Rosa Parks? Look at the first name. Just look at the first name. White people be having black names. Yeah, but white people do be having black names. They do be having some black names. First of all, that's not his name. You know that's not his name. You know that ain't his name. Ashley Newman, give me a pass, white girl. Wait, Ashley Newman. Now, right there, Ashley. When you walk in, they are taken aback. When you walk in, and who's our next interviewee? Sweet young lady named Ashley Newman.
She's coming in for you.
It's beautiful. Finally, we get one of us in here. Shit. I guess we can just drop the drug test. We don't do the drug test.
We got to worry about it.
No, put the cup away. We're not going to do the drug test on this.
We don't need it for this one.
No. We're not going to check the background. No background check. No background check. Thank God. This is going to be easy. Ashley Newman, can you please come in? Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
This bitch is black.
Oh, she black.
Oh, shit.
She black.
Oh, damn. They just look at each other. What the fuck?
Do we do the interview? How do we get out of this?
You said her name was Ashley Newman. That's what it says on the thing. That's what it says on her resume, Ashley Newman. I looked at her qualifications. She seems totally qualified, and her name was Ashley Newman. Where the fuck do they get the right to take our names like this?
Oh, God.
How can they take our names? My real spelling is
Lucian.
Don't get us. They think it's Italian or French. Oh, you walk in there. My last name is too. Jeez. Yeah, they think you foreign. They think Ashley Newman is the whitest white girl in the history of the world. They think they come on in.
Like Victor Newman.
Matter of fact, they skip people. They skip the line. They be like, hey, what do we got? We got Kiana Barksdale. Oh, no. We got Tasha Black. No. Who was on the? Oh, we have an Ashley Newman, but she's 15th. Move her up to first. Move her up to first. Move her up. Yeah, get her up there, right there. Yeah, bring her in next. Do you really want her next? Just bring her in next. But we had Kiana. She's been waiting. No, bring her up next.
But real talk, I had someone mention to me that do hiring. They said they don't call people if they can't pronounce their name or it's an obvious certain names. They admitted that they don't call people, and I thought that was crazy that they said it out loud and admitted it. But so it's true. If they can't pronounce your name or is a hard black name, some people will bypass it. There's other resumes there. So,
I will give the job that I work at credit because it is the most diverse job I've ever been in. I've never been in a job with these many types of people. Like there's black, there's white, there's Asian, there's black, there's Hispanic, there's straight, there's gay, there's old, there's young, there's middle-aged, there's super, super young. I saw somebody in the middle of the interview. I was working out, I was being nosy, listening to the interview, and I was like, "You're not gonna get it." He already had the dude was doing the interview, and he was already giving the days he can't work.
I got something going on this day, this day, and then I get my son every other weekend. So by Friday and Saturdays, I need to be out by 6 on Saturday because I got to drop him back off. They got all these requirements.
But I shouldn't say that because in my job they will work around your schedule. Like they're super cool on working around your schedule. But he had you know what it is. He had a life. He had a real life going on. And this was when they said they wanted a part-time. He had a real life. Y'all making me want to put my name up, Mike. You may leave that room. Put your name up.
He didn't want to put his whole name up.
Don't be scared. Put
his name up. His name is very interesting.
Oh, you got an interest? Wait, I've been calling you Coco. Ain't your name?
All these years.
All these years.
Coco ain't there.
I just knew you was a male stripper back in the day with that. I said, well, I ain't gonna ask him that, but I knew he danced at some point.
Do you? That's what you do?
Yeah, that's what you do. You make money. You make Coco. They really do, Stacey. I'm shaking my head at my dad changing his last name. What was it? Oh, I don't know.
What is that?
That's so sad. They really like certain companies really do that. They really do that. All right, ladies and gentlemen. That's like somebody calling you and can't pronounce your name. I'm like, wrong number. Absolutely. People, I spell everybody's name at my job. I don't even try. I had a last name that had 16 letters in it. I have problems with the words that y'all put on this show. Do you really think I was gonna spell that? It was 16 letters. I'm like, and that begins with what? They were like F. It was 16 letters. I took a picture. I deleted it because I needed room. I took a picture. It was a 16-letter last name. All right, Jay Black, introduce your homie.
All right, so every year we generally like to have
our homie,
our friend to the room. Wow, we went to middle school together, high school together, neighborhood, grew up. So a longtime friend of mine. He is one of the top tax people in the Philly market. So he's in Philly tax season. Off season, you got to be preparing. On season, you got to be preparing. So we wanted to have him on the show. I know he's big a little bit. I see him dropping little jewels about politics here and there.
He's killing it.
So let's bring him up. Kamari, aka the Financial Rebel. Good morning.
Financial Rebels in the building. I can't hear you. Go ahead. Maybe there's no applause. Go ahead.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
Good morning. Mike, I had some jokes for you. I was gonna be like, damn, me and Jake could only be homies because we dark skinned.
Nah.
After that Michael Ealy clip.
That Michael Ealy thing.
I missed that. Oh, man.
Show him the clip. Put the clip up, Kamari. Put the damn clip up. We got to show you how light-skinned he done put more pressure and disrespect on a light-skinned name, boy. Jonathan Majors is standing by Megan Good. And Michael Ealy decides he's gonna give her the super hug where he picks her up. We're gonna take it from the top. Just watch this. You'll see. Here it comes. No, not this is.
You never pick a man's lady up, Kamari. You got to watch this hug.
You can't just bring it back.
Okay, well, no, not with this. The way this is set up.
I saw. Did y'all see the Drewski remake?
Hold on. Ooh, and Jonathan Major's face right there. Look at this.
Yeah, he's uncomfortable.
I should fuck you up. Right
he's very uncomfortable.
Yeah, you lucky I ain't cast that charge. You ain't lucky I ain't cast that charge because I would have caught this one today. Oh, then we broke down how Megan apologized without apologizing. She gave him that look like I'm so sorry. I know.
Yeah, light-skinned behavior, but yeah. Good morning.
So, I know your expertise is tax.
Hey, Shelly.
I know your expertise is in the tax game, and you've been doing this for a long, long time. But I follow you, and I've seen you've expanded, and you say you are not going to box me in on deductions and how not to. And I love the posts that you put up of people thinking they were getting over on taxes, and then you basically say, "I told you so." I try to tell you. You're going to go to jail. I'm just trying to tell you they're going to catch you eventually. But you do it in your way. I do it in my high-pitched voice way. You do it in your. I try to tell y'all.
No, but I really wish I had a high-pitched voice or a higher-pitched voice because I get some of those notes.
No, but it's distinctive. Your voice is so like you could put a mask on. You could be in disguise. Once you talk, I'm like, come on, stop playing. Like, we know it's you, dog. Put the gun down. You can't rob us. We know it's you.
Ain't no prank calls.
That is true.
But the actuality is that when you started like expanding your topics, I love the tax thing, and you have to stay. Obviously, we have to stay with what we know, and we got to stay. But you veering off and giving your opinion on politics, I thought was interesting, and I really like. Go ahead.
Let me jump in real quick. And I appreciate everything you said, but politics is actually in my sphere of excellence.
Well, let's go.
I've been a treasurer for several elected officials in the city of Philadelphia. So I volunteered at campaigns. I've studied politics. So listen, I don't talk about nothing I don't know.
Gotcha.
Like Michael Shawn, if I come up here and try to do stand up, you can smack me down immediately.
No. Hey, I'll work with you. You got to follow it. I'd work with you. I'd write some stuff for you. I'm like, yeah, we can milk this, dog. We can milk. We can do some tax jokes. Real talk.
Hey, I'm down with that. But like, I don't talk about things I don't know about. So I've been in scandals. I'm Googleable. I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm black first, no matter what I'm doing. And I'm really upset by a lot of the disclaimer. Everything that Kamari Yellow says is not the reflection of Michael Shawn and Jay Black show.
We already in trouble.
Listen, I might drop some F-bombs, some B-bombs, some P-bombs.
Go get it.
But I see a lot of people who don't know anything. And I say that respectfully, right? They don't know the fact. Everything's off of feelings. And it's like, do y'all realize what's going on right here? Like, this man is really attacking black folks. But nobody wants to talk about that.
All right. So being that
was a post right there, though,
dear black people, is Mega and Project 24 are really better than Biden for the black community. Okay. So I've been spiraling. I've been going. I am so frustrated because I feel like CNN is part of the inside job.
Not just CNN. You're right. It's not just CNN. It's CNN. It's Bloomberg. It's MSNBC. It's Fox.
Everybody.
Yes.
So
and the Democrats going right along with them.
And I feel two things. Number one, that their higher ups have donated to Trump. I'm gonna say allegedly, but there's a lot of information going out that these higher ups in these companies have been major donors to Trump. Number two, it's a fact on this, and I know ratings. One thing, like you say, you talk about stuff that you know. I know ratings, and I know CNN's ratings are at its highest when Trump's in office.
Yep.
Because they can spend 24 hours a day telling people this is fear. This is fear. Fear sells. Fear sells. Now, this is legitimate fear. This is not something we know what's going to happen. My problem is, if Fox had the artillery on Joe Biden that CNN has on Donald Trump,
talk to him.
They would spend 24 hours a day saying that this man should drop out the election. They would spend 24 hours a day this is what Fox would do. What they're doing about if CNN had if Fox had the facts. Now we're talking Congress is now in the act. I just played a clip. I'll play the clip for you. How Congress has now brought up the Epstein files. Where we got? Here we go. Even Congress has now got it. This ain't TMZ. This ain't the Shade Room. This is Congress. Now jumping in on
because the gentle lady from Georgia, I know is such an advocate for women's rights, as she mentioned, and is so concerned about grooming. And apparently, we don't have any standards here anymore. Again, I just want to remind my colleagues because I don't want them to forget about hypocrisy. Okay, I don't want them to forget about hypocrisy. But, Donald Trump was asked about Jeffrey Epstein. And when he was asked, he said, Jeffrey likes him young. Well, how did the president know that? How did he know that Jeffrey Epstein likes him young? Perhaps some people are saying he was there.
So now you turn on CNN. This doesn't come up.
No.
This doesn't come up. None of it comes up. So now the Project 25, they like to just throw in there. They like to just tap into. And Donald Trump did what I said he's going to do. He's going to easily distance himself and say he doesn't know anything about it, which is a lie. He knew tons about what was going on. He knew tons because we have a speech where he actually acknowledged Project 25 right here. And let me fast forward before this lady.
Jezebel chump.
Here we go. Right here.
Listen.
Our country is going to hell. The critical job of institutions such as Heritage is to lay the groundwork, and Heritage does such an incredible job at that. This is a great group, and they're going to lay the groundwork and detail plans for exactly what our movement will do and what your movement will do when the American people give us a colossal mandate to save America. And that's coming. That's coming.
So right there, it's right there. You don't even have to even comment, CNN. Anderson Cooper, you don't even have to give a monologue about it. All you got to do is say, hey, here's what he said. So I'm trying to figure out, and I'm trying to stay away from using Trump words. I'm trying to figure out, is this whole thing rigged already?
Well, so I think, to your point, media, top, left, or right, are in on it, right? They were very much a part of Trump getting in the first time because they kept running coverage on him. Mm-hmm. But what kills me is, and what astounds me is this man has been documented. He's a documented liar. Documented liar so much, over 30,000 times by the Washington Post. Matter of fact, 30,573 times over 4 years. They've documented his lies. That's, and fact checkers did that. And that's not me, that's the Washington Post. And it's like, so what are we talking about? But to my point, social media and real life are two different things. And I think, like, y'all put up that post, so y'all got the white MAGA, the black MAGAs, or what I call the dark-skinned white people coming after me a lot of times for my question. And it baffles me because real black people, like me and Jay said, you know, we grew up together, that go through a lot of the same struggle. All black people are not a monolith. However, we do have a shared history. So we know what's going on. So we're talking about this liar, and they won't tie him to Project 2025, and they're saying he never officially said he was a part of it. But you just pulled the clip. It's been out there several other times, and it's like, damn, y'all really pick and choose what y'all want to see. So I don't know what to tell you. I think the race is going to be close, like it's always been, because there are that many races in America. But I don't know that social media and overall media really reflects what real people are thinking about this.
Now, I want to ask you this. Am I a huge fan of either candidate? No. I know. Am I sick and tired of having to pick between two people who neither one, I think, looks out for the interest of people of my skin color, of all people?
All people.
Yeah. I want to ask you, what is the fascination that black people have that are going on social media? And then I'm going to give you one thought I have. What is the fascination with? Is it that we're just not informed, or what is it? Because I'm baffled to understand how black people could literally agree that I'm going to vote for, let me get this real quick. I'm going to vote for a candidate. Black people are going to vote for a candidate, and they're going to share the candidate with these people who actually are going to vote for the candidate also. These people are also going to vote for Donald Trump. Tell me, what are your thoughts?
Now tell people where that was at. That was in Tennessee.
That was in Tennessee. That was in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yep, that was in Tennessee.
So you got the Proud Boys or whoever it was walking through Main Street with the new hoods. They didn't remix the hoods. They got new ones.
Yeah,
right?
they're fashionable. They made them fashionable. Yeah.
And to your point, Mike, Why would I rock with somebody who lines up with these folks? It's like Charlottesville. It's like we also have a short-term memory. But to your point, to answer your question, Black folks, and all people, but we're talking about Black folks, people of color, we love a celebrity. Donald Trump's been a celebrity for a long time. He's been in many of a rap song. So many people think, excuse my language, that's they nigga.
Do they really think that though?
Look at Waka Flocka.
Waka did go out there.
Look at there's several others, but I mean Waka has been going hard for a while.
Man, I don't know if y'all consider Amber Rose Black. I don't know what she is, but Amber Rose.
And Amber Rose is from Philly, right?
From Philly.
I would call her Black.
She said she don't identify as Black though.
I mean, listen.
Them dicks did.
But I mean, here's the thing. Chuck D taught us a long time. Every brother ain't a brother and every sister ain't a sister because of color, right? Many of us have graduated from the University of Willie Lynch, magna cum laude, top grades, and they're out there doing the work of Willie Lynch.
And do you think, I also think another part of this, social media, people are so thirsty for likes and views and content. It's almost like I see some of these people on here speaking on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook, and I feel like they're doing it because they know that this will get them the attention that they always wanted, and they don't care what the final result is for everybody. They just want the attention of social media. They just want the attention of people. They want the attention they've never had before. And this is a real quick way to act as if you're standing for something, and you get the likes and the views, and you get to in some places monetize off of this. Do you think that has something to do with it?
It absolutely has something to do with it. And it's been documented that the right has been paying social media people for their post. It's been documented. Not to mention about Russia a couple years ago, and now Russia's back tampering with the election.
So here's Dr. Umar. Now, before I play this clip with Dr. Umar, let's be clear. I don't always agree with Dr. Umar. I'm not saying I always agree with Dr. Umar. But in this case, I'm just going to let y'all hear it, and you tell me what you think.
Loving Donald Trump so much.
Slave master syndrome, white Jesus syndrome. We don't care if the white Jesus wears red or blue. We don't care what side of the aisle that they're on. You know, Black America suffers from battered spouse syndrome envy. And what battered spouse syndrome speaks to is the fact that no matter how bad you beat me up, if I believe I need you in order to survive, I'm never going anywhere. And part of our problem, part of the equation to our problem as American Africans, why we don't do anything on our own, is we are often waiting for the great white savior to come. This is a message that has been rehearsed for us in church. We get it in the media. We get it in the Black community. So Black people will never, ever abandon their hope of a white savior coming to save them. Donald Trump has no record whatsoever of saving Black folks. When people ask me, who you going to vote for? At this point, neither one of them are going to get my vote. I considered Cornel West because I love Dr. West. Intelligent, strong, good-natured, but he's a bunny hopper, so he can't get my vote. Now, when I come back to Donald Trump and Joe Biden, I look at the fact that Donald Trump signed 13 federal death executions while he was president. More than half of them was signed after Joe Biden won the election. Think about that now. Biden gets elected in November, sworn in January. Between that time, Donald Trump executes half of those 13 people. 5 of them were Black men, and 2 of those Black men were presumed innocent, and their attorneys had introduced a stay of execution to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court turned them down, and Donald Trump executed those brothers. So when I hear Black men say, I'm voting for Donald Trump because he's going to bring more money and economic vitality into the Black community, I say, what about the fact that he's out here killing Black folks, you understand, without no remorse at all? So you got to look at that. You also got to look at the fact that Donald Trump wants to give police 100% immunity.
That's right.
Wait a minute. Look how they killing us now.
Right.
So now you're telling me anything the police do in their line of duty, they cannot be held accountable for making bad mistakes and bad decisions, and you want to put that back in office? That's thirsty Black men worry more about money than the lives of their people.
All right, your comments. I know that's a lot. Your comments.
Go ahead, Jay.
No, you the guest.
No, we want your comments. We want your comments.
3 words. Central Park 5. I really like this. Really, listen, this shit baffles me. I'm gonna just talk to y'all like I talk to everybody. This shit baffles the shit out of me. Central Park 5. Like when you look at the previous administration, this man is responsible for millions of deaths because of COVID. Because he told people to drink bleach. Because he sent PPE, the protection equipment to China. Because he didn't believe in COVID. Why is this even a conversation? Y'all know when we grew up, we'd be like, fuck out of here. Like, we from Philly, right? Fuck out of here, dickhead. Like, that's what it would have been.
Keep it moving.
But we entertain this. It's maddening. It's maddening.
Miles comment. He said, I met Dr. West here in Knoxville, Tennessee. Oh, you're in Knoxville, Tennessee? Okay. Well, shout out to you for rocking with us. When he came to speak at University of Tennessee, I had a photo, maybe be a little blurry. He already knew who I was decades ago before I met him. Tag you in the comment. Okay. All right. Well, I had a conversation with Cornel West. I had like a 30-minute conversation with him. It was fascinating, but he's not a serious candidate, unfortunately.
Listen, Dr. West is a genius, right?
I
love
absolutely.
Dr. West.
Yes, absolutely.
But Dr. West didn't have a snowball's chance, maybe a snow bunny's chance,
Right.
of getting elected to the White House. If we're being honest.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have a ground operation, a national operation. He's not fundraising. Who's going to back him?
No, that's absolutely true. Coco, who was the police officer? He said, lost me with the police shit. We kill each other way more than the police. I'm tired of hearing the anti-police shit when we're out here trying to. Now, Coco, let's be clear. Let's just imagine, Coco, if the people you work with knew, no matter what they did, they couldn't be charged with anything. Come on, Coco.
And then get paid to do it.
And if comedians, let me bring comedians. If comedians knew we had immunity on anything we did, this world would be a mess. It'd be a mess. If anybody has immunity on anything they do in their job, if they do anything wrong and they cannot be held accountable for it, it will be disastrous. So it's not an anti-police.
No.
Everybody needs to be accountable for breaking the law.
Especially when you have that level of power.
So this is not we're not smashing police here. But Coco, the police force you work in, if there was immunity for any action they did that was against the law, you think these cats wouldn't be taking the drug dealer money on a regular that they get if they knew they couldn't be charged?
That's why I never became a cop.
Because I know I would have. If I knew there was I knew I would have.
It just happened. You saw the cop that got fired and all that because of that, taking the money. But Kamari, you mentioned about Cornel West not having, a chance to win. Now people are calling for Joe Biden to step down and saying put Kamala there. Do you think the world is ready for a black female president if she was to step in for him, if they did convince him to step down?
No, not yet. Like, it takes groundwork. Like, and I'll be totally honest, like, I didn't think Obama would win at first until I saw the shift. But it takes preparation, right?
Years, yes.
Yeah, you don't just step out 4 years. They have been laying the groundwork for that, for her at all. And the Dibs are the biggest. They can't fight their way out of a wet paper bag, man.
They can't.
And that's why the Republicans kick their ass routinely, because with the exception of a couple, I mean, I like that clip you just showed me. AOC is a fighter with the facts, not fantasy. But also, a lot of us are not in this fight, but it's going to affect all of us. Right? Donald Trump's administration, when he picked all those terrible Supreme Court picks, are going after civil liberties. Has anybody heard of the Fearless Fund and how they're being sued? Because they give money to black women to start businesses because it was changed in the Supreme Court. Well, that's a byproduct of Donald Trump's administration. But nobody wants to talk about that. So we got the Proud Boys marching for him. His previous administrative actions have laid the way for anti-black initiatives, anti-DEI, anti-affirmative action, all anti-black. But why are we even talking about this, dude?
So they was funding money for black-owned businesses and giving money to support because they were getting denied at other institutions. And now because the Supreme Court said you can no longer single out black only. So because they did that, now they're being sued.
Yes.
Wow.
Like look up the Freedom Fund. There's some sisters who started a private equity firm to lend money, invest money into black women's businesses, black female businesses, and they blocked that.
Wow. So they got to just change the name. I mean, they can still support the cause, I guess, but they got to figure out a way around it. Wow.
Right. But why should
they got to give white women? They got to give white women money.
Who are the by the way, who are the biggest benefactors of affirmative action?
Oh, that's crazy.
So even with the policies that supposedly for black people, people of color, marginalized people, white folks still figure out a way to get their hands in the pot. And then we still get smacked for it.
So Stacey said Kamala's not doing nothing about that fund. So wait, is that something like are we going against? I'm confused. Could Kamala fix that problem?
No. Kamala shouldn't even be in the conversation of starting, Stacey. Sorry.
I almost feel like Democrats and Republicans.
And listen, they both suck, for the record.
And I feel like behind the scenes, they're all in the same game.
A lot of times they are. A lot of them actually room together, housing together. Dang, I can't think of. I can look it up. I can find it. But there's prominent Democrats who share housing with prominent Republicans. Sometimes they definitely are working the same thing.
And tell me if I'm being too harsh with this. I'm just gonna say it. Tell me if I'm being too harsh. There's a systematic racism in this country that was executed in a masterful way, where they from the beginning, they made sure that we were gonna get y'all, and you weren't gonna see it, and you were gonna think this was benefiting you, and you weren't gonna know welfare. We didn't know that they were trying to destroy the family. We didn't know that strategically they wanted the man out the family and all this other stuff. But today, we really don't have an excuse to say we don't know. It's being placed in our face, and they're relying on us to literally, we're not falling for anything. We know what Trump is about now. So I don't understand if it's handed to you, they're telling you this is what he's going to do. The Proud Boys are telling you this is what he's going to do.
It's in your face.
It's in your face. And I understand now. I quite get why the educational system has never been a priority for anybody, for any president, to actually bring intellect, because what they want is to not bring intellect to the inner city and to people of color. But there's no excuse now. It can't be as black and white ever in history as it is right now. So what do we do? I know this is a hard question, because I don't know if you have the answer. What are your suggestions? Like, what do we do as individuals?
As individuals?
Yeah, what do we do? What does the little Michael Shawn Takeover Legend show? What do we do?
Keep doing what you're doing. Do more of it, right? But here's a quote from Malcolm X, right? Only a fool will let an enemy teach his children, or her children. Only a fool will let his enemy teach his children. Meaning, public school is typically ran by who?
Yeah.
We already know, and this is no knock on public school. I came out of public school. Me and Jay Black were in public school together. By the way, Jay Black, we didn't go to high school together. We went to camp and middle school together.
Not the camp.
We get old.
Wait, they let Jay in a camp? They let him in a camp?
Where we was riding guns and shooting rifles. So, but
facts.
We gotta really take this seriously. Are you talking to your kids about things? Listen, I get that we all want to get along. That's cool. I get that, race is a quote unquote social construct, right? Made up. But when you dig into it, when you dig into what race is, it is a social construct, but it was a social construct created to fund or back more destruction, right? It was made to prop up the rich people, the white rich people, but nobody wants to talk about that. So read books like Caste, Ava DuVernay did a movie called Origins, which was based on
Origins. Dope movie, Origins.
Yeah, I mean, so look at those things. Go deeper. Don't go surface. And listen, don't believe me. Don't believe Mike. Don't believe none of these other clowns who's running around out here. Do the research yourself, because the more people we have that are well researched, right, it's less chance of manipulation.
And I think what you're saying is so right. But our skill set through the years have been, we don't research anything.
No, we don't. We wait for somebody to tell us.
I got a whole joke. I'm like, do I look like a researcher? I don't research shit, and I'm not proud of it. But it's like those skill sets have been generationally, have gone down to the point where we just go by the word that is fed to us, and a lot of us don't even know where to research.
CNN.
What to research.
I mean, listen, that's always been the case, right? Think about the Bible. The Bible was passed down by word of mouth, right? Same thing with Quran, all holy books. They didn't write back in the day, but at least they had vetted, quote unquote, vetted, trusted sources to go to for this. Now, with the advent of social media, and I love social media, but everybody's an expert. If I see another black podcast talking about black women, I swear to God, I'm going to pull my beard hair out. It's like, it's ridiculous, y'all. I don't get it. Like, who's watching this shit?
You want to pop the balloon? Mike just played the clip the other day.
Oh my God. Listen, man, there are so many wrong things in this world.
But we like that, though. We like the entertainment, don't we? Know people like that. They want to release. They want to get away.
Come on, this is Jay Black's gonna get pissed at me. He's gonna get pissed right now. He's gonna get pissed right now. This is why I've been saying for a decade how destructive hip hop has been to us.
See, I got a problem with that too, though. But I get it. I get it, though.
This is my point of the BET Awards. You want to have a moment and you want to tell people about Project 25. Then you want to bring the most ignorant shit on stage right afterwards.
But the BET Awards is the BET Awards. It's the WET Awards. It's the WET Awards, the White Entertainment Television, whatever awards.
But when we're behind the 8 ball, we can't have a genre who is promoting.
But no, and I hear you and I agree, but here's the thing. That genre has been brought and sold several times to white people who only care about their preservation.
But white people listen to it and they use it for profit. White kids listen to it for their entertainment. Our children listen to it and look at it as the Bible. And they look at it as this is how things go down. It's one thing for a white kid to watch something and go like, oh, that's what they do in the hood. Well, I don't live there, but I love the song. It's another thing for the kid who's living in the environment and is saying, oh, so that's how I should move. And that's what, and people, if it wasn't for hip hop, I would not have a job. And I mean, comedy and the reason why I knew how to grab a microphone and get on stage to do comedy is because of hip hop. That's why I wasn't scared to get on the stage. The reason why I worked on radio was because of hip hop. They wasn't going to let nobody who talked like me be on radio before hip hop. So I appreciate it. But I also understand at this point, we can't have a genre of music who's literally saying, I don't need that N-word, fuck him. I'm that bitch. Until it's the most powerful thing we have is our music.
But we don't own it. We don't own it.
Exactly. We don't own it. But what we do is we sell it and we do and we talk about exactly what they want us to talk about. And we send it and flood it into our communities. That's the problem I have.
I mean, again, I'm not on the surface. I'm not disagreeing with you, right? What I'm saying is what you just said. Like, without hip hop, I wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be here. Jay wouldn't be here, right? Because and so other many things. But y'all remember, and nobody probably remembers this outside of us. It was a stigma of selling out, crossing over. There was a stigma attached to that. We thought it was fine with Run DMC and Walk This Way and Vanilla Ice Baby and yada yada yada. But now we see the real detriment of that come 30 years ago.
And I apologize to MC Hammer every day. I mean, after he was about to beat me up, but
listen, I've always been a Hammer fan now.
No, I'm not.
I didn't listen. I listened to. I never had a problem with Hammer. I always considered Hammer hip hop.
Yeah, I never did, and I was wrong. And I was wrong. And I was wrong in the fact that not only was he trying, we were mad at this man for making a song about praying.
That's why we pray.
That's what we pray. See,
we were mad. We were like, you're a cornball, and we were mad at a guy who went broke supporting hundreds of people and giving hundreds of people opportunities to get out of their situation. But then it just went all haywire. But that's another topic. That's another topic.
It's not really another topic, right? Because Hammer is actually the goal, but we don't salute Hammer. I did a whole video on Hammer, like because his people, like people don't realize Oakland got decimated by crack, and the part of the reason why he hired so many people is because he didn't want his people on the block getting killed.
Absolutely.
Well, damn, isn't that what black wealth really is supposed to be about? Now, sure, maybe he could have handled his money a little bit better. I don't know. Right, but damn, we gonna clown that.
And that's what we did, and we allowed some white boys to clown him. Third base, and I was supporting them.
Shut the fuck up. Yeah.
But that's deeper. But I get it. I get it.
I love MC Sir. I'm just saying how.
Let me ask Kamari this. So we got to do our own research. You said that. Can you give us one spot that you go to get your research? Because it seems like you're well informed. Like, because I do rely on CNN. I do. I can't. My wife to tell me. But
stop relying on CNN.
I know.
Listen, I and this might sound corny. Go back in the day and study the classics. Study Ballad of the Bullet. It's on YouTube. Like everybody talks about YouTube University, but we use YouTube University for all the wrong shit. Go listen to the Ballad of the Bullet. Go listen to Kwame Ture, or also known as Stokely Carmichael, right? Black Panther Party, March for King, SNCC, all of that. Go listen to some of the stuff they're saying. Now, I don't agree with everything that they said, but goddamn, a lot of it was spot on.
Okay.
Go look at Fred Hammond.
Say the first one. Say the first one you said again.
The Ballad or the Bullet. I'll throw it in the chat.
Please. The Ballad
I'll
or the
throw it in
Bullet.
the chat. And I also put an article in there talking about how black voters are getting misinformation through podcasts because of right-wing influence. Excuse me, y'all. I'm excited. I'm pissed off. So
no, you're good. You're good.
No,
you ain't got to apologize. You're good. You're good. You're good.
So, but yeah, I'll put them on the chat. I'll put them on.
But ain't that back in the day stuff? Like I'm talking about 2024 right now. Where can I go right now?
Listen, if you don't know your history, you ain't gonna know your future. You ain't gonna know how to define your future.
Okay.
And yeah, like listen, Dr. Umar, I don't agree with one, shout out to the Philly brother. Two, I don't agree with everything he says. Like that clip you played of Dr. Umar was probably my favorite part of that interview. And even with that, you can't send so many mixed messages. Damn, why didn't you just stay on Trump?
Yeah.
We don't need to talk about Biden. We don't need to talk about Biden. Biden's fine in the context, but then you got to start understanding politics. And that's a whole other thing. Sure, I could give you books, but the question is, are we really going to read?
That's the key. That's the key.
And that's no shade.
No, that's
real. That's real because Michael Shawn is not reading no book.
Oh, and there was a time when I was reading 3 or 4 books a month because I was flying so much.
But listen, I don't quote unquote technically read. I listen.
Yes. The audios.
I listen to audiobooks like crazy. But if you go, let me real quick. If you go listen to Malcolm X's Ballad of the Bullet, for me, that's kind of like my guiding political blueprint, so to speak, right? Because yes, black libertarian media is cool too. I like Dr. Ball. Don't agree with him a lot, but he's sharp. He's sharp.
Black liberation media.
It's so this is a question, and once again, I'm asking these questions as if like these are unfair questions because nobody knows the answer to this. If this happens and Trump becomes president of the United States, what do we do? What do we do then? Is it just to focus on your state legislation and focus on the judges that you have to realize, the judges that you're putting in, the Congress people that you're putting in? Is it that Is that where we go now, where we have to literally start focusing on each state? Because I feel, and this might be drastic, I feel that this country is about to be segregated based on red states and blue states. And whatever laws are in this state, you may not be able to live in that state because you can't deal with their laws. So is that what we have to do, is now put our focus towards local government? Because it seems like they're trying to say, well, the states are going to have their way.
So I hear that argument a lot. Just focus on local government. You got to focus on it all.
Okay.
There is an election every 6 months. Every 6 months, there's an election. I just saw somebody said that they're not going to vote. I would say that's a mistake. Even though that the presidential elections are very much electoral college and ballots, every voice needs to be counted. And for black folks, especially for black folks, right? I'm of the mindset of, no, politics is not perfect. No, politics is not right. Black people aren't going back to Africa. I love Africa, by the way, right? But we're here. So if we don't put our flag in the dirt and say, I'm claiming my space and I'm going to use every apparatus and tool that's available to me legally, then we're just saying, okay, do whatever you want to be. Just bend me over, no Vaseline, and rape me, because that's what's happening. And I'm not trying to be over the top, y'all. That's just what.
So no, you're not being over the top. You're not being over the top. So that's your response to Mr. Walker said he's not voting. That it became.
Yeah, but we got to study it all. Jay-Z has a great quote. I know Jay-Z gets a lot of flack, right? But in FTW, Fuck Up the World, he says, question religion, question it all, keep asking questions till those answers are solved. And I feel like you have to take that approach with everything in life, whether it's your money, your relationships. Listen, I just told my dad's almost 80 years old, right? We fight like cats and dogs over nothing. I said, Dad, we need to go to therapy. How many of us are really having these deeper conversations? Like,
they're hard.
Fucking superficial. Excuse me.
Yes. No, go ahead. No, you're right.
But
those are hard conversations.
The politics is super, super. Like, people think I am for Democrats. I'm not. For the long times, I've dogged Democrats.
Yep.
Dog shit. Right. They be with the shits. They do a lot of stuff, but they didn't institute policies like setting in place, attacking the Fairless Fund. They didn't put policies in place to do some of the other things like Trump has done. Right? Listen, Biden elected the third Black Supreme Court justice, the first Black woman Supreme Court justice. That's important, and she's doing her job. Obama got the first Puerto Rican Supreme Court justice on the court, and she's doing her job. If y'all ever pay attention to what's going on in the Supreme Court, it's a mockery right now because of good old Clarence and Alito, because they're getting bribed. But pay attention, AOC, Alexandria, I always say her name wrong.
You know you're talking about.
AOC, the Puerto Rican sister from the Bronx.
Yes.
She's pushing for them to get impeached. Like, y'all should be paying attention to this. Ain't nobody on the Republican side saying nothing about their inequities. They get all kind of bribes on the Supreme Court. That's the highest court of the land.
And that's the desperate situation that we're in. I don't want to harp on CNN because we know they're on the take. This is a story, what you're saying, what is going on with Clarence Thomas right now, and the blatant bribes that he's taken, and the blatant manipulation that's being done by them investing in Clarence Thomas, because that's what they're doing. They're investing.
They brought him.
And that is a direct correlation to where Trump is trying to take the Supreme Court. CNN has all types of angles they could be fighting. But when I turn on CNN right now, if I turn it on,
should Biden step down?
Goodbye to being the president.
And it's ridiculous to me because it's like, well, who's going to raise money? Can Kamala raise money in 4 months? The election is in 4 months, y'all. Listen, we about to start seeing mad pink TV ads start in September after Labor Day.
Oh yeah, I'm getting direct emails. I'm getting.
Come on,
emails from
can I ask him this question too about Jaylen Brown, NBA superstar, got a major contract, and he talked about building
Boston,
building Black Wall. So yeah,
yep.
What were your thoughts on that? Like, can one person really make that change?
So no, it's never one person, right? But so Dr. Umar said this, right? He said that white Jesus thing. We have a white Jesus thing, black Jesus thing, whatever. We're always looking for a Messiah. It's going to take all of us, right? Like I missed y'all. I miss coming up here chopping it up with y'all because we be having real conversations. Yes, I'm a money guy, finance major. I'm a tax accountant, but I love black people. I want to talk about what the best thing for black people is. So how do we continue these type conversations to put it out to the masses in a way that they want to hear it, right? So it's not a me thing. It becomes an us thing, because that's what it's really going to take. Like a lot of times we complain about the athletes and the entertainers of this day. Well, when you look at the athletes and the entertainers of this day, what are they a reflection of? They're a reflection of our community, right? The athletes and entertainers of the civil rights era were a reflection of their times. Muhammad Ali, you don't get Muhammad Ali without having consciousness and black power and the Nation of Islam and Malcolm X, right? So at some point we got to stop saying it's about one person and it's about all of us. Like we got all these personalities, man, fuck a personality. Let's get together and let's be people. Let's be family. Let's be a team. Everybody else has gotten that memo. When you look at the Jews, and again, I know we talk a lot of shit about them and there's a lot of fucked up things going wrong in Gaza. But when you look what they do, they control everything. It's not that many of them, but they support one another and they say, you know what? Y'all ain't gonna talk shit about us, even if we wrong. Don't cross this line.
Even if we wrong.
Don't and I'm not supporting that, but what I am supporting is the unity, the so-called unity, right? That some of them have, because there are, every nuance is important, y'all. But when you look at it from a 50,000 square feet thing, they are working together on a lot of fronts. Kyrie Irving got smacked around and he didn't even say nothing.
He just reposted, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't say nothing.
You talk about a double agent. If there's never been a double agent, if Stephen A. Smith ain't the ultimate double agent that I've never seen, I've never seen. You talk about somebody in your face. It doesn't. Jaylen Brown, and just to get off something just to get on this tangent real quick, this rant, whatever. Jaylen Brown's not on the U.S. Olympic team because he spoke out against Nike. Bottom line, ain't got nothing to do with it. Ain't got nothing to do with marketability. When Stephen A. Smith did a victory lap on Twitter saying, I tried to tell you he wasn't marketable, which made no sense, but he thinks it makes sense. He spoke out.
It makes sense for the Americanized Negro. And what folks have to realize is that America has always been black people's enemy. Like when you really get down to it, and I'm not saying that you got to go back to Africa or anywhere else, but what you have to realize is that these people ain't playing fair. They not like us. And they don't give a fuck about us when you really get down to it. Now, yes, there's been some progress made. Yes. But at the end of the day, what do they care about? What's Trump and his people really about? The preservation of whiteness. And so what is the preservation? Well, that's the complete opposite is blackness. So I'm not a racist. I got some white friends, y'all. Right?
Yeah. Go ahead, drop it. Let them know. We got some white friends.
But I say the same thing to them, right? And a lot of them agree. So, like if we want to have real talk, it's like, well, we have to do a better job of promoting black businesses. We have to do a better job of supporting black political candidates, right? Part of the reason that the whole electoral system is messed up is because black people don't show up the way they should in these elections. Not just with votes, because being involved in politics is not just about votes. It's about votes. It's about money. It's about sponsoring bills. It's funny, one of my homegirls is a rep, a state rep in Philadelphia. And she's like, I'm looking for people to put up bills so that she can take to the floor. So what am I going to start doing? I'm going to start proposing bills. Wow. We all can do that. But we got to take the time. We got to invest and turn off goddamn BET and I hate I'm gonna say this. The lady with the red hair. Because I don't want to give her no sexy red. I don't want to give her no shine. I don't want to give her no shine. I'm actually mad she was on the shop with Andre 3000. It's like, why? Like, is she a plant? Like, why does she get so much burn? And I'm for women being liberated and saying what they want and doing what they want with their bodies, but every message don't need to be promoted.
I say this all the time, and I say it jokingly, and I probably shouldn't say it as much as I say it, especially when I'm on the radio with Jonesy. We for sale.
No, Michael, I say that.
I
literally say that. Black people are cheap. The cost of black people are cheap, and I really hate when I say that. But when you look at it, when you look at Clarence Thomas, he ain't stood for black people since he was in college. Like his whole thing shifted. He was pro-black with the Black Power movement, and then look at him now.
I hate to bring it back to such a basic thing. Stephen A. Smith tried to end Kyrie Irving's career.
And he does it all the time. Like even when he went on that whole rant about Kyrie Irving, was it Kwame Brown? I thought that was really, and I'm not the sports dude. I just see some of the clips. But like I thought what he was saying about Kwame Brown was like really mean-spirited. It's not analysts, right? Because I know sometimes we'll get mad at the analysts breaking down things from business to sports or whatever, but I just feel like it's mean-spirited. It's anti-black.
I always say this. I say, white people, if you think you don't have a voice when it comes to sports, don't worry. You got Stephen A. Smith. Don't worry. You got him. If you don't like somebody kneeling during the national anthem, but you feel you don't have the courage to speak up because you don't like somebody kneeling to bring attention to police brutality, don't worry. You got Stephen A. Smith.
But see, that's why it's so important, and I'm sorry to cut you, but that's why it's so important to go and study our forefathers, our ancestors, because they always talked about those people who want to maintain status quo, who want to maintain the institutions. And there's a lot of black people who do that. Now, Stephen A. been doing this thing for a while, but goddamn, he gets it wrong a lot. And I gotta wonder, I gotta agree with you, Mike. Like, I don't think it's just his opinion, right? Because I believe we all got to have our own opinions. I think some of the stuff is intensely ill-spirited.
No, he does it because he knows the agenda of Disney and the people that own them. He knows who he can attack and they'll be okay. For example, he got outraged by OJ being memorialized because he died.
I saw that. I thought that was crazy. Like, why even bring it up?
OJ met the qualification. You know what the qualifications to get on it? You just had to die. That's all you had to do. He met the qualifications. He literally said, I know he was acquitted, but we know who is we. And he
I still think OJ was innocent, but
there's so much inside the OJ story that we'll never know. We're never going to know. But my point being is that the man goes at certain situations. He knows Disney wanted to promote the vaccination. So he went and decided he was going to jump out the window for it. Never once did he come back. With all the lawsuits and people winning lawsuits again, and I took the vaccination. I got shot up. I fell for it. I went in and I took it. Once you put the fear in me and you tell me my parents are older and if I have it, it could affect them more, you got me. You won. Because I don't want to be the reason why one of my parents in their 70s passes away because of their immune system not being able to fight it off. But he knew Disney was for the vaccinations. That's why he went so hard. If he did, and this is what kills me. If he was for the people, this is common sense. If he's for the people, he claims he almost died from COVID. Kyrie Irving never got COVID. If he really wanted to inform his people, would you think once he would have asked, Kyrie, what are you doing?
Right.
You haven't got it.
Right. What's your health regimen like?
I'm not agreeing or disagreeing about the vaccine.
Because I got the vaccine too. However, right, we all know that weakened immune system was a part of it. Well, how do we naturally get a stronger immune system, right? So, but nobody wants to have real conversations like fair, and I don't want to say fair and balanced because of the other people, but
right.
Real fair, like educated conversations about what's going on.
All right, we're about to wrap it up. I don't want you to be a stranger. I don't want it to be 17,000 months before you.
Yeah, right. Last time he was up. Look, we didn't even talk no taxes. I didn't know what I should be doing right now for tax season next year. I don't know. I'm so worried
Listen,
about
Jay,
the
I'm not talking to you
political
about
climate.
taxes no more, man. Like, I've known you literally since I've been like 10 years old, dog. Like, you don't have no reason to have any tax problems. You could always be up and say, Bar, help me out. Help me out. And I got you.
Jay still goes to this guy on the corner and he brings his tax forms in a brown paper bag and he slides it through a slot. They open the slot and the guy says, "I see dead people." And he slides the bag in and then he closes the slot.
Oh, you're stupid.
And when we bring you back, because I know you're entrenched in hip hop like we are, and I want to talk about some stuff, some lighthearted stuff that just about the Drake, the Kendrick, the rumor has it that Drake has a song coming out where he's redoing Man in the Mirror. This is a alleged, some record reps where he's still gonna take some subliminal shots at Kendrick. I said, please don't do it, Drake. Just sit down for like a year and just let this settle, because you can't even go to the Grammys because Kendrick's gonna be nominated for Song of the Year, Performance of the Year because of the video. And real quick, what was your opinion on that? Real quick.
On what?
On Kendrick and Drake. What was your opinion?
So can we take a step back?
Yes.
Can we talk about Moses' comment about Drake being pop? And a lot of people got mad at that.
Elevator music. Yeah. Target music.
Like it is. And I like Drake, right? I think he's dope, like really. And yes, we can all acknowledge he has writers. I'm cool with that because we're in this new era. I don't think he should ever be on a GOAT list, but
Exactly.
no, I mean, like, because what people don't realize, people be talking about rap. I'm always talking about hip hop. And hip hop is different than rap, and people don't understand that. But that's another deeper conversation. But I love the Kendrick Drake battle. Drake had some great joints, but they were very culture vulturous, in my opinion. And I do think he conveniently dips in and out of Black culture whenever he wants to.
Absolutely.
And I thought everything that Kendrick said, because Kendrick did like kind of bully a situation to get him into that battle.
Yeah.
Like, that's well documented, but I'm not mad at it either.
Sometimes to expose somebody, you gotta force them to jump into an arena.
Well, Meek exposed him. Exposed him, but that didn't go out well for him because Meek don't have that level of talent.
Yeah,
but,
that's what I try to tell people also.
I like Meek. I know, and you get mad because I always say, according to the doctrine of Meek, there's levels to things.
Right.
Yeah, I know you hate that, but I'll say this. I think also J. Cole did the right thing.
Yeah, Mike said that. Yeah, Mike said it from the rip.
From the door, I said he knows in order to win this battle, this ain't just about lyrics. This is about exposing and destroying somebody. And
it's about the culture, though, also.
Yeah, it's about the culture.
Yeah, literally.
So if you have something that is shaky on the culture, it's coming out. I've never seen anybody do what Kendrick did. Like, I've never seen, like, I have all Kendrick's albums. I've always been a Kendrick fan. I've always thought this dude was something different. Like, he could rhyme over a track that is really not my type of track.
Yeah, make it your type of track.
And all of a sudden, I'm like, this is dope.
Yeah.
But when you come back, I want to get your opinion on stuff like that. But we also still have to stay on this topic. So if y'all get bored, I apologize. Takeover Legend community. If this is something that bores you, this is something that we can't turn a blind eye to.
A lot of people said they missed him. Yeah. They want him to come back. Like, so
I feel love. I've been off, so I plan on building my channel back up. I'm about to start a new podcast, so I'll definitely be back.
Yeah. So for those who want to follow him on Instagram,
you know what? Pull that back up, Jack. Pull that back up. I gotta tell a story real quick. Okay. I'm a Black Thought Roots guy.
Okay.
Cypher Power, thank you. I actually take that as a compliment, right? I am a Black Thought guy. I think he's probably he's definitely top 5, right? But I met Tariq because he went to Millersville. Bunch of my homies went to Millersville. Real quick story about how God, and when you find your purpose, it ain't about money, right? When I met him, he was in a dorm room rapping. He was broke. By the looks of it, right? By the American standards of looking of it, right? But he was rapping. And what is he doing now? He's still rapping.
Still rapping.
And he's rapping conscious shit. So, again, like I would always say, find your purpose and stick to that purpose regardless of the money. A lot of times we're told to forget to just go for the money.
Right. Absolutely.
Figure out what your purpose is, what God wants you to be, what the universe wants you to be, whatever your belief is. Because I do believe Black thought is a manifestation of Black thought, of God's Black thought, of universe's Black thought, because he's that good. And he figured that out.
You want to hear the barbershop argument I got into one time, and I should have never started it? I said, y'all better be lucky that Black thought didn't push back the way he could have pushed back on that Biggie battle when Biggie mentioned it. And they were like, Biggie. I said, I love Biggie. I love Biggie. Biggie is a genius. Biggie is the epitome of that Jay-Z style of rapping when everybody was, he was the epitome. Nobody could do it better. But be clear, if the circumstances would have been that Black Thought decided he was going to push back for real, it would have been a problem. For underground hip hop heads.
There you go. Right.
For underground hip hop heads.
Yes.
Would have been like the dudes that were at Fluid on Tuesdays, the dudes that were there watching
I forgot about Fluid.
And the dudes that were sitting there watching Black Thought freestyle behind the TLA in a cypher before they were getting on stage and after they got off stage. Trust, it would have been a problem. This is no disrespect, but I'm glad you brought up Black Thought, because I'll just make the statement. The reason why I don't do top fives of MCs
hard.
Is because I can name 30 MCs who deserve to be in the top 5. I can name 30 MCs that could be in the top 5, and Black Thought is one of them.
Yep.
So it gets ridiculous. Just tell me your top 5 favorite rappers. If you want my top 5 favorite rappers, I can give you my top 5 favorite. I can't just sit up here and give you top 5 of, like, how the hell do I eliminate? I don't know. How do I eliminate a Coogee rap? Like, how do I eliminate
a KRS-One?
A KRS-One, who's my favorite rapper of all time. And Kendrick has got me on the verge of moving him over because that's how much I'm into Kendrick. And this is way before Not Like Us. It's way before all this. But anyway, we're going to have you back. We're going to get your schedule. You and Jay Black, work out your schedule for next week. And if there's a certain day that you're good for, if there's one day that you're like, I'm always good on this day, just give Jay that day, and then we'll make it that day.
Okay.
And then we'll do a whole promo and everything good like that.
But go to his Instagram and follow him, y'all.
All right, and I'll share stuff on my page as well, on my YouTube page. So
all right,
cool.
Good shit. First of all, God bless. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe. Keep doing what you're doing, man. We appreciate you, and thank you for educating us on a lot of things and giving us that push. That there's some people watching that might need that push just to do some research and just to do your work. All of us, we just got to do our work. Thank you, dog.
Listen, man, I love y'all, and I'm honored to be here. So thank you for having me.
My man, Financial Rebel, y'all. Financial Rebel. I wanted to bring him back up because I wanted to ask him.
He's still there. He's still there. I think he's still there. I don't know if
but I don't want to ruin anything.
How could you? Oh no, don't ruin. I know.
But I wanted to. I know how to ask him.
It's people that are on different paths, Mike. People are taking different journeys.
Yeah, but I want him to. I want him. He's gonna say it better than you, Jay. He's gonna say it better than me.
Like, if there's someone that has a different agenda, you don't. Sometimes what Jay-Z said, you don't argue with a fool because people can't tell who is who. Like from a distance, they can't tell who is who.
Because you know, old boy
mindset has that.
I told you, old boy tried to bring me on his live, and I was like, I'm good. Like I can't.
But he's also a friend to the room. But just has a friend. He has a different vision right now. He has a different path, and I don't know if asking Kamari about another man's path is beneficial.
But I think it gets disrespectful. I think what he does gets disrespectful, and he doesn't seem to get.
So ask him. See, people want to be messy too, though. I mean, he's a grown man. If you want to ask him, I mean, let me see. Kamari, you said, come on, Mike wants to ask you something. Kamari,
I was typing in the chat in the private. Y'all don't be viewing the private chat.
Yeah.
That's what was on there.
Okay, I see it. He said, okay. Okay. All right. Yeah.
All right. So, and we're running over, but I guess this is good for y'all. Y'all probably watching like y'all normally leave fucking early. So y'all doing y'all getting this, y'all giving us our time back. All right.
So no names.
No names.
I don't like attacking black people.
All right. So there's an
but
individual.
I will definitely speak to that. I know exactly. I know where you're going.
Well, it kind of takes the okay. I won't say no names, obviously. There's an individual who's a friend to the room who you guys have gone back forth on this political thing. Now,
oh, you've seen that?
Well, Jay told me about it, and then I went back and I saw it. Now, in my opinion, this is Michael Shawn's opinion, and when he's on, if he's on the show, when he comes on the show, I'm gonna say it directly to his face. There's a difference between having a dialogue and becoming disrespectful and attacking somebody in order to win an argument. I'm not going to attack somebody. This is me. I try not to. Let me say I haven't. I'm not saying I haven't. There's a thing where you start attacking somebody personally over a general topic or a specific topic, which I don't agree with, especially if we have history together. It seemed like you got into it with somebody else on social media. How did that go? How did that escalate to it going to something that seemed like it was a good thing was on social media and y'all weren't standing in front of each other?
So, and I'm not saying this to toot my horn, but I didn't. He said some things that was crazy. But Mike, I've gone at the mummers. I'll send you some posts. I wrote about the mummers. I got op-eds in the Philadelphia Inquirer about them doing blackface. Yes. So I'm used to being attacked, and I don't have a problem with it. I stand 10 toes down for black people, whether it's with a black person, white person, whoever. And this person that you're talking about, we have a difference of opinion when it comes to this Trump Biden thing. I bring up facts. I bring up facts about what Trump's doing right now. He wants to stay in the past about what Biden does. Now, if y'all remember early in this broadcast, I told y'all, and I'm going to speak freely. The Dems are full of shit. The Republicans are more full of shit. And I know that might sound convoluted, but who started the war on black people? If you go back to Nixon, it started with Nixon, right? He literally started the war on black people by using the war on crime or the war on drugs. By the way, they never say they're going to out and out start a war on black people. Just look at their actions. I tell my sisters who always ask me questions and advice for dating, they always say, Kamari, what should I do? What should I do? Well, does his words line up with his actions? And if they don't, drop his ass. Same thing for politics. If the words don't line up with the actions, drop their ass. Same. So when I look at the Republicans, again, I told y'all my rooting is the Ballad of the Bullet, Malcolm X, in terms of political. I encourage everybody to watch that 10 times at least and to watch it again. But black people, and I'm black first, right? So I don't care about a party, but black people get caught up in this party thing and they forget about the blackness of it all. Because it's always supposed to be about blackness, about whatever it is. And so when you see one party systematically, repeatedly, over time, continue to attack black people, what do you want to say about it? And now in current day, because there are some things that Republicans, the platform, not the people, the platform, I'm okay with. But this person, this dude, this guy who called for the Central Park Five to be executed, this guy who said, I want to grab him by the pussy, this guy who called the black folks who kneel motherfuckers or sons of bitches rather, nah, fuck him, right? I have no love for him. This other person does. I don't understand it because it goes against what I feel is blackness. I don't understand any can support Trump. It's like, how are you black? How are you black if you say you're Trump? Do you love your mama? Do you love your grandmama? Do you love your daddy? Like, how can you say that? Kanye got up there and called that man daddy. Such an insult, especially on the attack on black men over the course of our history on this land. But they did that. But Kanye loves to play the viral game. He loves to play the clickbait game. I get it. I feel our other friend, because I love the brother. I do. I feel he plays that game. I don't.
What did I tell you behind the scenes, Jay?
I'm out of my league with that. I'm always going to tell the truth. And anytime I don't, feel free to call me on it, because I feel I always want to be on some real shit. I don't want no fake shit. That's real hip hop. And for the record, hip hop is really an extension of Black culture. And not to take out Puerto Ricans, right? For the record, I do feel Puerto Ricans are Black. Puerto Rico is an ethnicity, it's not a race. So the majority of Puerto Ricans are Black, y'all. But that's a whole other thing.
That's
I'm
all
going
other
off into a rant. I'm going into a rant.
That's why I can't get into. I can't. But yeah.
Yeah, well, that's the Lord Jamal thing. So I'm sorry, but my point is, I'm always going to stick to Blackness. That's what I know. I told y'all. That's what I study. That's what I know. That's what I am. And we're going to talk about this man who let out a couple of Black people, and as Dr. Umar said, massacred and murdered and executed some other Black people for political gain. It's corny. And yes, I know Joe Biden signed the crime bill.
That was my
I get that. I get that. But guess what? Joe Biden is just one of, I forget how many senators they are in place. And by the way, the Black community pushed for that shit. The only man who gets flack, who I don't understand why gets so much flack, was Jesse Jackson, who told the Clintons this is bad. There was a study, like all that shit was known. There was a study by the Department of Corrections that said what happened did happen. So all these things were known knowns. It's all public information. And so when our friend talks about this, I don't get it. Because like, yo, you smart. You're not dumb. Oh, but you want to use your genius for bad. You want to use your genius for money? Maybe. I hope I'm wrong, by the way. I do. I really hope I'm wrong. But
now, for all my Puerto Rican viewers, I consider my race Puerto Rican, but I understand what Kamar is saying.
Listen, I love Puerto Ricans, right? But it's an ethnic group. It's an island.
Right.
Race is about the race.
So what? What was
and I'm not trying to be offensive. I'm not trying to be offensive. I'm sorry.
No. I totally, because I'm thinking of Jamaicans, because Jamaicans will say they're Jamaican. So are they a race?
But those are all products of white supremacy. They're Black too. And I'm talking about Black Jamaicans, and I'm talking about Black Puerto Ricans, because they are European or white Puerto Ricans.
Yes.
But guess what? What does white supremacy benefit from? Separation.
Exactly.
There's a wonderful clip from Lonzo that was he did something with what's the video lady? She's on Joe Budden's show. I can't think of her name.
Melissa Ford.
Melissa Ford. He did an interview with Melissa Ford and Jason Lee, and he said it so profoundly. We're all the same. We just landed at different destinations from the same boat.
No,
right. And so I don't care that Michael is Puerto Rican. I love it. And I ain't trying to be disrespectful when I say I love Rose Capollos, right? Because I love their flavor and I love how they do things. But for me, they're still African descendants. They're still Black, right? We can't not acknowledge that. When we talk about Fat Joe, everybody's mad at Fat Joe for using the N-word. For the record, I hate the N-word. I use it now to describe something. But I don't care if Fat Joe uses the N-word. He's Black.
I just care Fat Joe bought the Trump sneakers. That's
that's what they meant. That's what Kamari came on here dropping bars. Go to YouTube, Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. You can watch this whole show over from the beginning, from the time he popped on. It's gonna live on YouTube forever. Kamari, you're dope. I appreciate you coming through. Like, that was dope. That was good.
And please, Kamari, you have my number. If you want to correspond with me, let's just get a day during the week that we can make it your day. So just so we can figure that out.
All right, let's do it, y'all. I'm with it.
All right,
thank you again for having me, and I'm sorry for going so long.
No, you're good. You're good money. You're good money. You're good money. Ladies and gentlemen, love me for who I am, not who you want me to be, because I can never be that. You understand? There's only one thing in life that's guaranteed: it will end. So enjoy every minute, every second. You fight for likes, you fight for views, you fight for your partner's password to their phone, you fight for parking spots, fight for your happiness, and never let anyone, anything, any situation ever take that from you. From Michael Shawn, my man Kamari, our guest, Jay Black, Sexy Mo, C Chung, who we see once a month if we're lucky. We are gone in.
Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legend, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap.